Although we've got a nice angle on the pink ball here. Idea now, because as I said, none of the red's pot in this pocket, we're going to try and stun the white ball down for the choice of 2 reds. And to help the white stun across the table, I'm going to play it with a little bit of bottom right hand side. It will help the white drift across. So it's a little stun shot again, quite firm with bottom right hand side, and to finish nicely on the red. And of course the break has gone up to 40 points or more. I've played a lot of screw shots, a lot of stun shots with running side, left hand side, right hand side. And of course from a position like this with a break of already 40 or more under my belt, I should continue on to finish the frame from this position.
Right, well, during a game you often find yourself in this position here. And I'm going to show you a few different ways of potting the black. First way, which is quite useful. But the idea is to get the white off the side cushion, to jump back over the reds across the table and pot the black. There we go.
Another important point about break building is when you get down to the last 2 reds and colours. From this position it should be plain sailing, but it can become very, very important. If you're 30 points behind, you might be 8 frames all in the best of 17 game. So it's, nerves have to come into it. A lot of the top players, when you get to the last red, will always play for one of the baulk colours or the blue ball because it becomes a lot easier to get onto the yellow. So I'll try and clear the table from this position. Obviously with the red being quite near the black, we're going to play for the black off the first red, just to stun the red ball in and finish on the black. We've got a nice angle on the black here to screw back off the cushion, play with a little bit of reverse side which makes the white come up the table towards the red. And as I mentioned a little earlier, I want to try and get onto the red to play for the blue or a baulk colour. Because unless you're going for the top break prize, either a 146 or 147, in this position, with only the 2 reds left, it's going to be a lot easier to clear the table by playing for the blue or a baulk colour. So pot the black, screw back off the cushion, just a little bit of side to take the white up to the table towards the red. And now we've got a perfect angle on the red. We can either stun the red ball in, leaving the white just below the blue ball, which makes it easier to get on the yellow, or we can stun down for the choice or yellow or brown. But from this position, I'm going to just stun the red ball in, making the white just go through about ½ an inch and finish perfectly on the blue to get down onto the yellow. There it is. We've finished low on the blue, which makes it a lot easier now to play the stun shot on the blue, to drift down the table. We don't want to finish using the rest, so we're going to make sure by stunning the blue in that the white is going to come a little bit wider than straight down the line, which makes it easy to reach and pop the yellow. So a little stun shot once again on the blue, and the white runs down the table, finishing not quite as high as I would have liked, but we can stretch with this shot to screw the yellow back in about 8 or 9 inches to finish perfect on the green. And now we have a series of little stun shots. Stun the green in to finish on the brown, just making the white come back a couple of inches. A nice 3/4 ball position on the brown. The same shot as the green shot, only I'm playing a little bit more firm. We're going to stun the brown in and try and get onto the blue. With the blue, pink and black on the spots now, it's obviously no good in finishing high on the blue because you've then got to come in and out of baulk. So you're going to try and pot the brown and make the white finish just below the middle pocket so it becomes easy to roll onto the pink. So 3/4 ball stun shot, up for the blue. That's just about perfect. We don't have to do anything at all with the white ball here. We can just roll the blue in. The white will trundle forward and finish on the pink. Doesn't really matter if you finish straight on the pink from this position because you can always roll through for the black. But just a little plain ball top and just roll in to finish on the pink. Different players have various ways of playing the shot like this on the pink ball. We can either screw the pink in off the side cushion and come out for the black. You can roll it in off one cushion and come up for the black. Or you can stun the pink in and go around 2 cushions to finish on the black. But I always prefer to play the stun shot off one cushion. So I'm forcing the white ball in, a little bit of bottom left-hand side to come back out for the black. And there we finished perfect on the black, and hopefully no problem in winning the frame. Well, that was a 41-point break to win the frame, and of course during that you saw how important it is actually to clear the colours. So when you're at home practicing or in the club, just set the colours up off their spots and just play from behind the yellow and just practicing clearing the colours, because Probably in 8 out of every 10 frames, the frames come down to the colours and it becomes very, very important.
Thank you, Willie, and what a fascinating insight that is into how a top professional player views and thinks through a break at snooker. Of course, in an ideal world, every time you go to the table, your bridge hand would be firmly on the table in a comfortable position. But of course, other balls get in the way, you may be on the cushion, you may not be able to reach. You may have to use the rest or change your bridge. And this is where Tony Mio takes us through how to look at the different ways of coping with queuing up on the white ball under different situations.
Ideally in snooker, you can always get your bridge hand on the flat of the table, but inevitably you run out of position. This is ball against the cushion. First of all, you put your hand on the flat of the cushion there. The cue in between your thumb and forefinger. A good exercise to test your cueing is to put the white ball on the bottom cushion and to cue the white ball into the top corner. Right, once you've got the hang of that angle, what you can do to make the shot more difficult and to test your cueing is to move the white ball along the cushion like this to narrow the angle. Once you've mastered that and you really start feeling confident, of course you can put it to a very narrow angle, which is very difficult, and try it from there. Although this situation doesn't come up very often in a match, this is the best way to practice your cue action, and you'll be ready for it when it arrives. When you're in a situation like this, as you can see, your cueing's quite awkward. So what we do is we use the loop bridge, which is put your hand like that. Makes it easier. Right, this is another awkward position where the cue ball is near the corner of the pocket, and this is how I would get myself out of this situation. This is another awkward situation where you're cueing over the top of a ball, and it's very important that you use a firm bridge. You put your fingers like so. You raise the butt, keep steady, this is the rest. Not many players like to use the rest, but when you do use it, it's important that you use it properly. Some players use it like that, and some players use it like this. And this is how I would use it. First of all, you put the cue on the rest, change the grip like so. Get your chin behind the cue and grip the rest firmly. And then try and strike white in the centre. As you can see, this is an awkward situation where the white ball is hampered by a few reds, and this is where you would need the spider. This is the spider. You use it the same as the rest. Put the cue on the top. Same type of bridging. You make yourself comfortable, and then you strike the centre of the white. Okay, this is the swan neck spider, which is the same principle as the spider. The only difference is that with the swan neck you get a higher attack on the ball, so it can help you to bridge higher. I've shown you a few difficult situations which may arise from time to time.